Shalom. On go praise on glory Alba Shema Shaba Shema Kakalash. And the one said I was an apostle of Grand Muslim Tunisian. And these blessings exaltation is low for that. And to be honest, I don't even need to read the title because yeah man. It's not all about them.
Are you single though?
I have a boyfriend actually.
What?
I have a boyfriend in Korea, not here.
Why are you on this date?
Because he's in Korea.
So you're cheating on him?
Why not?
What?
Bro.
This is why modern women are absolutely cooked in 2025 and beyond. But you're going to see way more of this degeneracy. So go ahead, like the video, sub to the channel, comment if you want, and let's go.
I'm a content creator, and I want to clear this misconception up. People think that all I do is get for a living, but that's only a very small part. There's so much more to it than that. But don't take my word for it. Come over and get to know me.
Well, after a guy finds out that you do prawn, he's not going to want to come over and get to know you. You've been totally disqualified.
I think you're a good role model for women.
I'm a clear example of what women have fought for years, of
What?
taking control of your body,
Correct.
being independent. I earn my own money. I don't rely on a guy. I'm
Girl
capable.
power. She is a clear example of what women have been fighting for years. Absolutely correct.
Meaning, you want to be an adult, you want to go ahead and go down this crazy road, you know what you signed up for, so take the consequences on. But I would just like be surprised to see what happens in 10 to 15 years. And
Yes, this is Matthew 12:39. It says, but answered the son to them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonas, or the prophet about Jonah. And even then, yeah, his order came on the earth and done what he had to do.
if her choices have changed.
That won't even be a thing. Excuse you. What? Didn't you hear me?
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. What are you talking about?
You can have some fucking manners.
Like I said, excuse you.
You can have some manners.
Like I said, excuse you. What are you
See what I'm saying, bro?
After two unsolicited attacks, honestly, this hyena is well deserving of anything close to this.
Probably one of the.
I feel like the reason why my parents and I don't really know what I do is because we kind of have beef. They kicked me out when I was 19. I just had a boyfriend. They didn't like him, so I was just out and unhoused for a few years, like on and off.
Okay.
So at the time when I started only, I was living in my boyfriend's couch. Yeah.
Not in his bed?
No, we both lived in the living room.
So in other words, your parents saw you going through this degen road or going down this road with this shit for a guy, and they knew that they had to get rid of your ass because you were an adult, you weren't listening, and the best path would have been whatever they had set out for you. But of course, you had to go ahead and disgrace the...
You know, it says here, if he's Article 26, and yes, someone says an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He'd have hold of her, as though he held a scorpion, which we know that's a little dangerous creature. It's a drinker woman, and the guy abroad causes great anger. I'm rich. Yeah, man. You just seen what was going on. And she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haunting looks and eyelids. As you can see, the majority of women have that dark look, man. That dark look. And with the makeup over the eyes and stuff. You already see it, man. And it says if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself very much. Let me read that again. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Which again, this one seemed to have a whole load of it. That's what our parents threw her out.
The family name and take all these D's from Tom, Dick, Harry, Chad, Tyrone, and Mercedes.
From a girl's perspective, if you see a guy eating raw steak and smoking cigarettes, is that attractive?
Dripping down your legs. Very manly. Eat your eggs, smoke your cigarettes, eat raw steak.
Right there, you guys here.
These are the same women who will get knocked up by these guys, knocked out by these guys, get their snot box rocked, and now you and your friend are sister baby mamas.
A fun fact. So I professionally am a nurse, and the stereotype about black guys is real.
Wow, I mean,
I did a rough calculation the other day, and I've seen thousands of
is that a flex?
Hell no, that's unattractive and a turnoff to guys. So hell no, that's not a flex. But what this has done is this is a further inference that men don't want to deal with nurses for long term, especially not traveling nurses, because we know that they be traveling to that D.
me and the devil walking side by side. Me and the devil walking side by side.
I don't know what's worse, being in a club with a chick that's
And even then, after that disrespect, just leave the woman. That's the best thing.
not yours and it's just your turn, or lip locking it, disgustingly with the town bicycle. Who does that?
The world swears that OF girls don't contribute to society at all. Like, dude, I get 10 contributes a day. Do you even know what you're talking about? Fall for daily advice.
Only thing you contribute to and take is sausages to the face. That's all you really do. And you don't do anything but, attract the gooners, the simps, the losers, the weirdos, and the incels. That's not a flex. I don't blame dudes for not wanting to have daughters in 2025 and beyond. Like,
You see, too much liberty, man. too much liberty. And obviously, that has to keep her in line, man.
this dude literally raised a homegrown demon. This is like disgusting on all levels. And I know he's feeling pain.
I think we should do a breeding competition. We'll see if you can get a girl pregnant quicker than I can get pregnant.
I mean, that'd be a good competition. I think I
So do you think you're a good role model for women?
I'm a clear example of what women have fought for years.
Girl
Hey,
power.
They are, though. Women are stupid.
They're stupid. So Bonnie's just the smartest. She's the Wall Street banker of this whole shit. Okay,
Well.
so do you vote?
No.
Okay, she's perfect. This is the kind of women we need. This is done.
So Bonnie's a hoe.
I don't want to insult Bonnie Blue.
You can't insult me.
I mean, you called her a hoe when I last talked to you.
No, I said she was a whore.
I mean, if you had an 18-year-old son, would you send him to me on his 18th birthday? This
No.
is serious. Right, Rob, on your son's 18th birthday, I'll be stood on the driveway with a balloon and a happy birthday card. I'll take his virginity, but I'll take him to a safe, controlled environment. I'm not going to cry rape the next day.
Rob, you should do it.
Okay, would you send your son to Bonnie, age 18, birthday?
I don't need to, but you need to.
Andrew, I do father and son as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Brother and brother?
No,
Bit of double
no.
penetration?
You're not trans, and I knew you weren't trans.
Is that
100%.
because you've had multiple wanks?
No, it's...
Or is
You're
that
not
because
trans.
you left this at my last event? Oh, you don't want to touch it? I thought you might be thirsty. You want to rinse it for cum?
Bonnie. Rob, the world's fucked. They're all like this.
I agree. This has been going on for quite some time. Now it's just all out in the open. When you don't have shame, you don't have guilt, there's nothing that can change you and you're just completely programmed, then just like that, you start believing Most of these women are just like this, and this is why Tristan and Andrew Tate moved out of the West, wherever they were living in the West, and they live in Romania, although it is a bit corrupt, but still, they moved out of it because, like, the women out here, they're just done. This is why Passport Bros is the only solution at this point.
England is 6 hours ahead of America. Why can't they just tell us the future?
Shut up, silly woman.
I just took you 1,000.
Have a good one.
What'd you say?
Have a good one.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, boy, that's what your dumb ass get for simping. Up here tipping $1,000 to a chick you ain't even boning. You stupid. You stupid.
I'm looking at that tiny ass wannabe bulge. I'm so sweet.
I've been in the ocean.
I'm so sorry about her. It's cold out today, right?
Shit, they lucky I'm not there. Like, I'd have been brutal right in their faces. I'd have roasted and cooked the shit out of those MIB ant bodies that they had.
I'm tired of these girls looking so good on Instagram, but in real life looking up. Show them how you look. Show them. Look up. Stop catfishing everybody.
Imagine going to go visit a girl and she catfished you and she ends up looking like Uncle Fester.
You see, even them, it's like makeup, man. Like nasty makeup.
Daddy issues? I have reverse daddy issues, honey. A man doesn't want to do something for me? My dad would. You don't want to pick up your phone for hours? Crazy, because my dad picks up first ring even at 3 a.m. You're not going to pay for my food? Yikes, my dad would never let me reach for the bill. You're not taking the lead? My brain literally gets to turn off when I'm with.
How much you guys want to bet she has no dad, and the only dudes that she's ever called daddy were the ones that were blowing her ass cheeks out?
Anybody else noticing how the mention of war is causing gender ideology and feminism to just like basically evaporate? I saw a guy talking about how he's paying close attention to this war because he's wondering if people are going to start getting drafted and men have to be worried about that, you know? And women in the comments, like feminists, are like, God forbid men have to do their duty. Now it's not toxic masculinity. When it comes to dying on a battlefield, we're all good with that. But any other time, it's this toxic masculinity. Like, now it's God has a design. We are all created differently. Women can't do what men can do. Yeah, I guess when it's going to cost you your life, your ideologies change real quick.
Guys have been saying this for years now. Like, if war rings out, that's when women want to go back into the kitchen. Women want to be housewives, and men got to go fight.
A misconception people have about this work is that this is like a dead-end industry. Honestly, like the average time a person is in porn is about 8 months. So even in my short time, a lot of people have already cycled out and moved on and did other things. I've personally decided to stand on business of what I'm doing. I really love what I'm doing and I have a lot of pride in it. And I probably will be in the industry for a really long time. If I'm not actively being a performer, I may become a producer or a director or work in sometimes work.
I mean, that sounds perfectly great on paper, but if you live by the dong, you're surely going to die by the dong. And if you're not getting any dong and you're in the sex industry, that's going to bother you mentally because that's how you started. You started sexually thirsty, but once you're buying your own drinks at the bar, your perceptions will change. Bro, these 304s are for everybody. Stop trying to take these town bicycles home and return them back to lockup.
Ran through people don't cheat. Why would I fuck up my happy home over some when I've taken so many? I don't even know my body count. I've seen it all, done it all, tried it all, been flipped it, everything. So what am I gonna fold for? You inexperienced people fold for anything because you never had shit.
Even the 304s are sick and tired of being 304s. They gotta try to trick Simps into like taking them seriously. But what did I just say before? The same thing like I just said. You live by the dong, you die by the dong. So we ain't going for it. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
The OF. Why do we pick that up?
It was just such easy
Your
money.
mother.
And?
But it's
nothing. I mean, moms do this kind of stuff all the time now. I mean,
should they?
Women can do whatever they want with their bodies, in my opinion. I think it's,
Yeah,
fine.
Doesn't mean it's gonna have good outcomes, though.
I mean, we're getting money. It seems good to me.
For and online.
And even then, when all that money disappears, then what? That's what I'm saying. That this is what happened, man. It says, I think that these 7 women should take over, man. Say we'll eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. And even then, you try to speak to women today, that's what it's about now. Buying them food and buying them clothes. But like it says, only let's be called by thy name to take away our approach. Which obviously not going into marriage. And also going to the word reproach, going into shame. In which yeah, a lot of you men ain't gonna make it, man. You're not gonna make it.
I wouldn't say it's
Come on,
prostitution.
people are sending you their dongs and then they're paying you to talk about it to them.
I suppose, but
what is the difference? Versus a guy paying you in person to roast his. It's probably not a good thing for your marriage. And again, for your kid, we already talked about this. You're choosing the money over the fact that they're probably going to have to deal with at some point that someone has found their mom's.
The regret that this woman is going to go through when her child finds out that she was a 304 online streetwalker is going to hit her way more impactfully than she thinks.
Do you hope to get married one day? I mean, I don't know if anybody would take me anymore after all this like crazy year of doing and like everybody, not really everybody, but like having a lot around. I hope so. Hopefully, but someone in this world is gonna find me to take me to marry me. I'm not gonna cry. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, nobody takes me. Somebody's gonna take me. Like honestly, I don't worry about that. There is so many people in this world, like 7 billion people. Like one of them is gonna take me with my past and everything. So yeah, I do hope I'm gonna get married one day.
That's some crazy crap. That's like a man saying that's a homeless person. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to stay homeless and just continue to be a bum and smell like shit for the rest of my life. And yeah, some baddie will just come because there's 7 billion trillion people in the world. Yeah, she'll show up and it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to cry. Total delusion, bro. This is the world that we live in. This is why guys go overseas and get passports. And this is why a lot of these women are going to just be wandering around like in the streets when it's cold, trying to get on the boat of the next top guy. But they're going to be too old, worn out, and guys aren't going to look for them. Crazy.
Are you ready, dog?
Hey, yo, whose mans is this? Pick your mans up, bro. On a leash getting walked by a chick? Wow, bro. Like, these dudes are pathetic. I bet not ever catch any one of my subscribers.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, Jeremiah 31 and 22 says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. In which we see that today, man. Especially with this feminist crap. And even then, it's a new thing in which it's going to end. it's going to end. Like, the Lord's going to bring judgment. Yeah, 616 and 17 says, woe is me, woe is me. He will deliver me in those days. The beginning of sorrows and great mourns. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars. And the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And then again, what will these women do when these evils shall come? They won't be able to make no money. that's gonna be out up and down. Even then, police and all these different things like doctors and stuff, they won't be available in that day. You're gonna be by yourself. With these crazy simps running around looking to have fun. But like I said, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for women. So these things are sent to change people, to change their minds. But like I said, but for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness. Nor be always mindful of the scourges. So yeah, man. Even when these things come, they're still not going to change their mind. In which, what? No, there's nothing you can really say to them, man. And even then, it also talks about how the men are going to be afraid too. So even here, verse 22, for many of them that dwell on the earth should perish of famine, and all that escape the hunger. So the sword destroy. Is and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And like I said, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. And even then, like I was saying, verse 28, for the seed there shall be 10 left, and to the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. So yeah, they're gonna be afraid, man. All I can say is how much will they do? But yeah, man. All this is edifying. I want to give all praises, all glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Hashir, Hashem, Makakadash, and Shalom, man.